everyone, we're going to find the slope of the polar curve r equals -1 plus sine of theta at the indicated point theta equals 0 and pi. And to do this, we're going to find the derivative of y with respect to find the slope, and then evaluate our 0 and our pi. This is going to be the derivative of y with respect to theta divided by derivative of x with respect to theta. So we need to find our y and our x. So let's do y first. So let's do this part first. And our y equals r sine of theta. We have our r, so substitute that in. So this is going to equal -1 plus sine of theta. That's for your r. And then you multiply by sine of theta. Okay, so let's differentiate our y with respect to theta. All right, so let's go ahead and differentiate the sine first, or this term. That's just going to be cosine of theta times sine of theta. All right, plus, let's differentiate sine of theta, which is cosine of theta, times -1 plus sine of theta. And let's simplify. We get cosine of theta sine of theta minus cosine of theta plus cosine of theta sine of theta. Since we have two of these, I'm just going to cross this out and put a 2 here. And now I'm going to factor out a cosine. So we're going to have cosine of theta times 2 sine of theta minus 1. So that's what we're going to put in for our derivative of y with respect to theta. Now let's do our derivative of x with respect to theta in a similar manner. So we look at our x, and x is going to be r cosine of theta, and then substitute in our r. So this is going to be -1 plus sine of theta times cosine of theta. This gives us, when you differentiate your x with respect to theta, this is going to be differentiate this piece. You're going to get cosine of theta times cosine of theta. Plus, let's copy down cosine of, let's take the derivative of cosine first. So this is going to be negative sine of theta times -1 plus sine of theta. All right, let's simplify. So this is going to be cosine squared of theta. Multiply these two, you're going to get plus sine of theta. And then we're going to have minus sine squared of theta. So this is going to go in your denominator. Now let's go ahead and evaluate this. So we're going to get our derivative of y with respect to x now is cosine of theta, cosine of 2 theta, doing the wrong one. So this is, we had 2 sine of theta minus 1 times cosine of theta divided by cosine squared of theta minus sine squared of theta plus sine of theta. Now, let's go ahead and evaluate our theta at 0. Now at 0, the signs are going to go away, and at pi, because sine of 0 and pi are 0. So we can basically just cancel these out. Now let's just look at this. So for at 0, we'll get -1 times cosine of 0, which equals -1 times 1. And then the denominator is just going to be 1. So this is going to be -1. And at pi, we're going to get negative 1 times negative 1 divided by, we're going to get negative 1, but you have to square it, so it'll be positive 1. So this equals 1. So at theta equals 0, we're going to get negative 1, and at pi, we're going to get 1. Those are the slopes at these points. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.